Talking bugs generally, where has this bug, insect, creepy crawly boom suddenly come from? To find out more and hopefully explain, Tom Frost is on the line now from Oxford's Pure Pest Solutions, and he's also going to hopefully tell us how we can get rid of some of these creepy crawlies. Tom, good morning, how are you?
Good morning, Tim. Nice to talk to you.
Very nice to talk to you as well. Why are we then? I mean, I just said it's the weather. Presumably it has something to do with the weather, but why are we seeing all of these bugs in our homes at the moment?
Well, you are of course right. The weather has suddenly got very, very warm indeed. But it's not only this sun, as you did mention before. It is, of course, the winter. We had a very cold winter, so everything could hibernate properly. It wasn't waking up early like previous years. And also last year, it rained quite a lot in the summer. So things like wasps, all of a sudden, they weren't really noticed last year, and all of a sudden this year, they almost doubled. We're literally double on last year for wasps. Is a good example.
What's been the biggest problem, would you say, as far as pests are concerned this summer? I think I've seen a lot more of those kind of thin, wispy spiders, in baths and up in the top of ceilings in bedrooms. A lot of those, a lot of horse flies, not a lot of wasps. But what's been the biggest problems?
It's funny you say that, because in fact wasps really have been the issue this year, and I think the problem is with wasps is at the moment they're pretty harmless, to be honest. All they're trying to do is just build their nest, but in about a month or so, and it could be earlier because we've had such a strong summer, they will actually, so the life cycle is that the wasps are female, but soon enough they create some male wasps. The queen will create some male wasps to then mate with her to then create more queen wasps for next year. But unfortunately, after the male wasps are used, their function is no more, they're kicked out of the nest, and they're the ones who go around, get drunk on apples on the ground and really cause mayhem and bedlam all over.
I heard about that. I heard about them eating the fermenting fruit and causing even more problems than they would normally. Listen, top tips then on people avoiding not only wasps but all bugs and creepy crawlers. What can we do to avoid them? And have we seen it peak now? I mean, will they start to decrease in numbers from here on in?
I think that we should have met sort of peak to some extent, depending, of course, if we have another heat wave. But I mean, the main things you can do, I would say, with the wasp, look, it's worth going out and seeing if you've got one. Look up, look at the sky around your house, see if you can see where they're coming in and out, and if so, get it dealt with. I would say things like spiders. I'm with you on this. Spiders are good. They're really good for the ecosystem. If you're worried about them, just hoover the guys up. Keep things clean. I'd say one of the main issues we're getting is flies. So if you're getting a lot of flies, think whereabouts are they coming from? For example, is it that your wheelie bin's really close to your house? Is it possible to hose out the wheelie bin, clean the food bin, stuff like that? Because, of course, that's where they come from. They come without trying to disturb people's breakfast. They come from a maggot phase, which then they turn into flies, but they've got to have something to feed on originally, which is usually sort of old food and things like that. And, of course, as the gentleman just said, we are coming in now, of course, to bed bug season. That's not weather dependent. That's about people going on holiday. So look out for that one. If you can spot them early, then they're far easier to treat.
OK, thanks very much indeed. Interesting stuff, entertaining stuff and top advice. Tom Frost there from Oxford's Pure Pest Solutions, telling us more about those creepy crawlers that seem to be infecting all of our homes, certainly over the past 2 or 3 months.